I thought about this after I got done making the last video. I'm gonna do a prequel to the video. So basically what happened here was, I'm here at Home Goods. I was doing my drop and hook. So I ended up picking this trailer up out of the door, and then I put that trailer in the door. But when I pulled this one out of the door, I had a situation, and that's what the video is all about. But so yeah, I pulled this one out, dropped it. Well, first I dropped that one here, then I pulled this one out, dropped it, then put that one in the door, then hooked back to this one, and now I'm about to fly. But anyhow, so this is a prequel to the video you're about to watch. Like I said in the video, be careful in this bad weather. It can be dangerous. It could be, just be careful. Just be careful. All right, bye. I almost decided not to do this video because I didn't want to make myself look like a dumbass. But at the same time, I want to help people. We just watched a safety video about, you know, for our January safety videos about ice and slipping and falling and three-point contact stuff. And I did all that. These guys, Home Goods, they didn't lay their pallets down. They were laying up like this. And so me, being stupid and not wanting the pallets to fall down and get damaged, even though it probably wouldn't damage them that much, I got up in there and laid everything down. And, you know, I did the three-point contact stuff. I climbed up in there, okay, no problem. Laid the pallets down, no problem. But when I climbed back out, I didn't notice this sheet of ice right here when I climbed in. So what I normally do is I'll shut this door here and I'll use this door to climb up in there, rather than, you know, these things, because it's actually easier to use that rather than it is to climb up this. So, you know, I had my three-point contact, but whenever my right leg hit this, it slipped out from underneath me, and then I lost my grip on the door, and on the ground I went. Luckily, I'm okay, but we just have to be a little more careful out here. You know, these jobs don't pay us enough for us to fuck ourselves up. I was at the Flying J earlier getting fuel, and a guy slipped right next to me at the fuel pump next to me because the people at the Flying J didn't, you know, take care of their pump areas well enough, and there was some ice, and he slipped and fell and almost hurt himself. So, and, you know, shit happens, but you never know when it's gonna happen at the wrong time. And the older we get, I mean, this could happen to somebody young too, but the older we get, the weaker we get. So we got to be extra careful. But I mean, I remember when I was doing tankers, I was out with my trainer when I first started doing tankers, and we were unloading. I don't know what we were unloading now, I can't remember. But we was unloading at a facility, and it was snowy and icy, and my trainer took a wrong step and was stepping backwards, and he tripped over the hose that we were using to unload. And then he couldn't catch himself because of the ice. He slipped and fell and hit his noggin. Now, we had hard hats on and shit, and he turned out to be okay. He's a tough old coot. But you know, he's one of those Bronx-like guys up in Chicago. You know, tougher than nails. But you know, the emergency people came and took him off to make sure he was okay, and I finished unloading. I did everything. You know, I had enough training. I did everything successfully, and he came back and he was fine. You know, but he was like, I don't know, he was probably my age now. Back then, this was 20 years ago or more. 20, yeah, it was about 20 years ago. So actually, it was a little longer than that. It was, I don't remember when it was. Yeah, it was about 20 years ago. So he turned out to be okay, but you know, we just got to be careful, you know, and like, and you never know what's gonna happen. It's like this thing here, this is falling apart. I got to get this fixed, so I got to be careful because I could get myself hurt on that. So yeah, just be careful out here. That's all I gotta say. I wasn't paying attention. You know, when I got up in the trailer, I didn't look, and I didn't see this ice on this step. You know, I do this 100 times, you know, 1,000 times. I climb up in there, I close this door, I climb up in there, do what I gotta do, and I use that door as my handle to climb back down. And I should have paid attention to that ice right there. Luckily, I'm okay. I just kind of skinned my knee a little bit, and I got a tweak in my neck, but I got a chiropractor's appointment Monday, so it's a good thing because now I really need him. But you know, I was starting to feel it about a week ago anyway, so I was like, yeah. But now I'm really feeling it. Luckily, I got a beanie on, so I don't think I hit my head, but if I did, it would have cushioned the blow and whatnot. It just knocked some sense into me, so just be careful out here. That's all I gotta say. And I created this channel originally to be an educational channel, so that's what I'm doing. It ended up turning into a bitch fest for a little while. I was complaining about a bunch of crap, and I still got some things to complain about, but we all do, but I wanted it to be educational, and I wanted it to be like a training deal, so yeah. Anyways, I've been out here 30 years. I'm actually doing pretty good. You know, I haven't really hurt myself too bad. I haven't been in too many bad accidents. I've had a bunch of close calls. I've done a lot of crazy shit, and I've done some stupid stuff too, but so far, overall, I've been blessed. I've been lucky, and I've been fortunate. You know, there's other people out here not as fortunate. You know, something like that could have took me out. So just be careful. All right, party on.